Hello, Mensa. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Perlinda, and this is The Perspective. When was the last time you were inspired? When was the last time you were energized? When was the last time the fire of passion was burning inside of you that you couldn't even go to bed? I remember recently, so I got into the new year highly pregnant, and because of that, there was a level of excitement getting into the year, because when you're pregnant with something, you know that there is something that is coming, and you know that when you give birth, you're gonna hold on to that blessing that you have been awaiting for the period that you were awaiting it. So I then recently, as I was spending time in solitude, realized that excitement that I had in the beginning of the year, that the energy that I had to becoming a mother, to giving birth to the little blessing, is something that has slowly but surely died down with me becoming familiar with mothering. So then I thought to myself, do we not actually do that in most of our lives? Do we not do that when you first get a job? You are so excited, you're like, ooh, this is my start date. You're preparing yourself. For those people that love to get stationery, they get, their little notebook, they get their stationery to make sure that they are ready for the day. And they start to plan, with this job, because I'm working these hours, this is what I'm going to do after hours. This is how I'm going to get to mastering the skill of doing the job. But then once you are in it, you become so familiar with it that the excitement dies down, that the energy levels become depleted, actually more than you becoming energized by that thing that you had long anticipated. So I want to challenge you to go into a time of solitude. Reflect, when was the last time you were excited? When was the last time, you were looking forward to something? And evaluate whether, because of possibly not having recently had stuff that you were excited about, or that you were doing that you were still passionate about, that have you perhaps forgotten the reason why you got into that thing that you were initially excited about? Have you possibly become so familiar with that which you're doing that you do not actually see the reason to actually do it? So, example, I am, like I said, I came into the new year very pregnant, looking forward to becoming a mother. Then I became a mother, and beautiful little blessing that my daughter is, I started, in the beginning, you're planning, you're like, ooh, I can't sleep, because if I sleep, I will not get the time to prepare whatever she may need when she wakes up. The house is a mess. I need to prepare this for the hamster. I need to prepare this for work. I need to prepare this and that and the next thing. But as time went, I had to retract from all of those roles and responsibilities and make sure that I review exactly where I am with that which I was excited for. And as I was reviewing, I realized that yes, I am very happy with being a mother. And I know that it is not something that most people get to experience, because some people have challenges with their mental health after giving birth. And that is something that we will talk about. Stay tuned. I know that I am still very excited with the developments that my child is going through and the milestones that she is reaching. I am very excited with who I have become as a mother, because of the fact that after becoming a mother, I have a fresh perspective on so many of the things that I get to do on a day-to-day. I have to discuss boundaries with myself. I have to have harder conversations in terms of what is on my priority list and how am I going to ensure that what is on my priority list gets done and it doesn't get overshadowed by the other mundane stuff that may try to creep in. So it is nearing the end of the year. We are in November. Have you evaluated? Have you spent time reflecting that you are where you thought you would be once your blessing has come? Are you actually still appreciating and expressing a level of gratitude for that, the aspect of it that is going well, that is going according to plan? Or have you gotten so caught up with the fact that you received the blessing, but now because you've received the blessing, you are now basically dreading it because the excitement has died down, the energy has died down, the passion for it is no longer there. It's because it's no longer new. So in you spending time with yourself, you will realize that the more you reflect, the more you're able to identify those things that you're grateful for, the more you're able to identify those things that you could do better, the more you're able to identify where you are in your mind about that which you were so excited to get started on, the more you will realize that you are most likely in the right path, you are progressing well, and because of that, you will be able to feel that sense of energetic excitement come alive again. Feel that sense of looking forward and having hope for the future also be reignited in your mind, because you realize that you're not just doing the same thing over and over again and you are forgetting why you're doing it. It is often very important for us to look back at what the goal was that we had set, what the vision is that we are working towards, for us to remain alive, for us to remain excited, for us to remain energized. So that is just a little bit of work that we need to do with whatever it is in your life that you could have possibly forgotten why you started, why you're busy with it, and where you're going with it. So thank you so much for checking out this video. I am so excited to have you subscribe, click the notification bell, and ensure that you like and share with your world, because it is so important for us to have these conversations with ourselves, because if you're not having these conversations with yourself, chances are you're not having them with anybody else. So take care of yourself. Love you, Tara. Goodbye.